Ikumomai aloha. Hello and welcome aboard, everybody. My name's Al. This is Air Maui. And you like go see Molokai. All right. Let's see what we got here. Shelly and John, huh? Where you from?
Seattle.
Seattle?
Yep.
Downtown?
Well, no, but an hour south of Seattle.
What's the name of the place?
Gig Harbor.
Gig Harbor? I know Gig Harbor well.
Good.
Anthony's home port.
Yes.
All right. The best little chicken wings you ever did see. The good stuff there. Ono Grounds. Celebrating anything?
Our 20-year wedding anniversary today.
20 years. The adventure continues, huh?
Absolutely.
All right. Mio and Manuel, huh? Where you from?
Miami.
Downtown Miami?
Yes, but South Miami.
They wouldn't let you into town?
No.
Bummer. What's the name of the place?
Southwest. Southwest Miami.
Oh, South. You still in the city?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Southwest corner. They let them in a little bit.
No.
Celebrating anything?
First year anniversary.
Oh, more adventure continues. 1 year. All right. Lauren and Nick, where you from?
Dallas.
Dallas. Downtown?
Yes.
Ooh, almost got married in Dallas once. She told me to get out of town, so I did. These things are put together in Grand Prairie. Say, go by there and say, the American Eurocopter, I want another ride. All right. Well, now, a quick little briefing. No smoking in the restrooms. Seatbacks in the upright position at all times, tray table stowed. No active electronic devices allowed. All that does not include any kind of camera, digital watch, or anybody bionic, so you can have a good time with all the toys. If you happen to have a cell phone and you'd like to call somebody, well, that's fine with me. It's kind of like guess where I'm at. I got one right over here and it's on. You see me talking, you don't hear me talking. I'm generally talking to myself. I do that a lot. I also answer myself, so I'm covered. And from here on in, I'll not be able to hear you. See, the radio's been turned up. Tell me what's going on around us. A real good idea. Listen, but I'll try to anticipate and answer your questions sometime during the flight, okay? Well, bye-bye to Ashley. We'll see if we can get out of here. Here we go.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower cleared.
Roger roll, Discovery.
Well, now. How do you like the magic carpet ride so far? Get any pilots on board? Well, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Anybody first time on the helicopter? Oh, all of us, huh? That's going to be something else. Anybody nervous? Anybody nervous? Yeah, 2 of us, huh? Well, no need to be nervous. This is my first time, and I'm having fun. Hey, I stayed in the Holiday Inn. I did, too, in Vermilion, South Dakota. Good bird hunting in Vermilion, South Dakota. The place is so flat you can watch your dog run away for 3 days. Actually, I started flying in 1958. My grandchildren think my first aircraft was a pterodactyl. That could have been. Let's tell you what's out here. Lauren, we just leave Katalooya, major industrial city and seaport, Wailuku County seat. The orchards of macadamia. And this is the oldest part of Maui. People like to call it the West Maui Mountains. The real name, the Hawaiian name, Kaalawaii, refers to the waters of the moon. Average rainfall over 450 inches of rain a year. And there's no lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. No monkeys, no snakes, no rhinoceros, no hippopotamus. John, the only vicious animal we have are human beings, but we feed them well, they won't bother you. And Nick, there's my good friend Alan Mendez right there. Alan, get horses. If you like to ride horses, you go see Alan Mendez at the Mendez Ranch and say, Alan, Al said if you don't take care of us, you're going to land this helicopter on your horse trailer. I can do that. Island of Maui is about 5 million years old. It's created using what is known as shield activity. That's where the lava flows and flows one layer upon the other. You know, the volcanoes are not explosive like Mount St. Helens, Krakatoa, Mount Pinatubo. It's just one layer built upon the other. 5 million years to build it all. 10 million years from now it'll all be gone because of erosion. Good thing you showed up today. I might have missed it. Manuel, there's a little road goes all the way around Kaalawaii. Takes about 3.5, 4 hours to drive it, depending on how many stops you're going to make. Take plenty something for drink, plenty something for eat. Take an umbrella for the wind, the rain, or the sun, you get all three. And the road does get a little narrow in places, especially up here by the little village of Kahakaloa. But not to worry, that old Hawaiian saying, the slower you go, the wider and the straighter the road gets. Yeah. Mio, the rainforest is made up primarily of coal wood, paper bark, mulberry, and sandalwood. Kiawe, better known as mesquite, all kinds of ferns, palms, ginger, and orchids. You'll find the light-colored tree out here is called kukuina. Some people like to call them candle nut, and that's okay too because kukui translates to candle. Okay. Oh, and a very special tree called ohea. Shelley, you like to know why we call them ohea? Gotta go like this, Shelley. See, we call them ohea because you see the ohea, not ohea. Shelley said, keep the day job. Tough crowd you got here, John. Right. And it really is ohea tree, though, and it's very, very sacred. Never pick ohea blossom unless you first make offerings to the gods. Keep in mind, Nick, you do not have to throw anybody in the crater. Human sacrifice is unacceptable. Went, tried that, no one seemed to like it. And no, Manuel, we did not eat Captain Cook. I get no idea who started that rumor. Captain Cook went buried at sea. A little small piece is true, but still buried at sea. If you like to make a good offering to the gods, you need to acquire a bottle of gin. A brand new unopened bottle of gin. Gently wrap it in tea leaf. Lauren, you got to use the green tea leaf, not the red. That's important, okay? And when you get that done, you gently and reverently leave it at my front door. Works every time. Just don't use the beer because beer upsets beer upsets the God's stomachs and they get grumpy. Nothing worse than grumpy Gods, yeah? Oh, and Shelly, look here, pineapple. Do you know pineapple is not native to the Hawaiian Islands? Comes from Central America. We've had pineapple on the island for about 149 years. And if you're going to get a pineapple at the store, don't get the biggest you can find because the smaller they are, the sweeter they are. I mean, I got to make a radio call. Back with you in a moment. Well, now I am going to hele across the Pailolo Channel to the island of Molokai. You know, some people like call Molokai the friendly island. Mio, that does not make sense. Because the warriors of Molokai are considered the most fierce warriors in all the islands. So like me, I get to thinking, now why in the world would they want to call them the friendly island? I don't think very often. It gives me a headache. But I do believe the reason they like calling the friendly island is because while they're cutting in little small pieces, they're smiling at you. Well, it sounded good to me, huh? Oh, by the way, we're not going upside down today. Yesterday was upside down day, guys. You missed it. We get one a month. I do make turns, though. No one gets left out. And John, it looks like the first thing we're going to find is a ranch. You know, a lot of people call it Murphy's Ranch. But Murphy passed away about 100 years ago. The real name of the place, Pu'ohoku. The district name is Halava, and if I'm going to translate that, well, let's see here. I guess the closest I'm going to get is cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. But you know, after 180 years or so, 170 years, it's still an operating ranch. So we get lucky, we're going to check out the Paniolo. Everybody know about Paniolo? Cowboys, yeah. That's a Hawaiian word for cowboy. We call them Paniolo because you see, many years ago, when the Mexican showed up to teach the Hawaiian how to become cowboy, Hawaiian could not say Espanol. And no more S in the language. Only 12 letters in the alphabet. Made school real easy. Still cannot say Espanol, we stuck with Paniolo. Hawaiian word for cow is pipi. We went to see the cow for the first time. Oh gosh, it was about 180 years ago. It's a gift from England, brought over by Captain Vancouver. Yeah. Never really know what to do with him. We kind of stare at him for a while. Decided we had to name him, but well, we couldn't call him cow. Cow means food, and we didn't know we could eat him. So we call him Pee-Pee. You know, there's a thought. Lauren, I think this might be the only place in the world you can go, watch a pee-pee in the field or the poo-poo in a restaurant. Nobody gonna say anything. I gotta remember that one. I suppose you want to know about that rock up there. Well, some people like calling it Elephant Rock. But Shelly, it does not look like elephant to me. Looks more like Honu, the turtle, when they come for air, huh? Well, the real name of the rock is Moku no Oniki. It's a bird sanctuary, but the birds don't know that. They never go there. Hawaiian word for horse is Leo, L-I-O, Leo. You know, we saw the horse shortly after the cow. The Mexicans went bring him over. Well, the easiest way to name the horse is name him after the first Mexican who would get off the boat whose name we could pronounce. His name was Leo Sanchez. You don't believe that, do you? I wouldn't. I just made it up. Sounded good. I'm going to go over here. I got to show you something. I'm going to show you some warm-up waterfalls. Yeah, I'm going to show you some warm-up waterfalls, then I'll introduce you to the North Shore. Then show you some real waterfalls. Go to the valley, talk story. Try to give you as much history and information as I can in the short length of time we have available. Keep in mind, if you're looking strictly out the front window, you're going to miss a whole lot of what you're coming to see. So look to the sides as well. And as we go in the valley up ahead here, to the right will be the village of Lava. And as you make turns, no one gets left out. Enjoy.
We love these islands and all that they share. Warmth, love, happiness, and time to care. Untold tales of times long past, of kings and queens of this and that. Trust in us and you'll know no cares.
The peepee's on the right.
And take to the These hidden valleys have a story to tell us, a secret wishes, magic, people and kingdoms. Gaze into the sea to know what life brings you. Power, majesty and strength can you see through the barrier of years and the passing of ages. Know the meaning of what was is now, ours to give and ours to show. Share from the heart for the body and soul. Trust in us and you'll know no cares. Throw back your arms and take to the air. Fly until you know no boundaries. Laugh a melody of joy and illusion. Grab a sunbeam shining into the canyon, coloring the mountains over and over. If you ever want to believe in the mysteries of glory that we speak of to you, look into the mirror of this life as we know it. Come, my friends, we'll take the best and we'll share it. Trust in us and you'll know no cares. Throw back your arms and take to the air. These islands and all that they share, warmth, love, happiness, and time to care. Untold tales of times long past, of kings and queens, of this and that. Trust in us and you'll know no cares. Throw back your arms and take to...
How's that? Well, now, it's time to introduce you to the North Shore, which means I have to adjust the iPod. And the iPod is your generation's fault. I've come to the conclusion whoever invented the iPod did it strictly as a cruel joke on old guys like me. It worked that time, so let's see if we can introduce you to the North Shore. Welcome to the North Shore Molokai. You guys thought I was going to take a dive off that cliff, didn't you? I won't do it when you're anticipating it. It is no fun that way. I'm going to make a turn. Yeah, Neil and Manuel want to see it. Here we go.
Some forever, not for better.
Sally, remember I was telling you how the islands were created one layer at a time? You can see the layering right here. And we get goats out here. And John, the goats are covered in Velcro. I know they're covered in Velcro. They stick to the wall. They never fall. Hey, you know what? I found out Velcro is going to be 64 years old this year. Mentioned that to my grandchildren, and they informed me I'm no longer older than dirt. I'm now older than Velcro. Okay, little black dots on the wall if you're looking for goats. They're around somewhere. Let's go check out this waterfall. This waterfall has two names, Kaiva Papalawa. That refers to the tall waters in the tall land. 1,640 feet high. And again, don't just look at the big waterfall, look to the sides. You'll find Kodak moments here and there.
But in my life, I've loved you more. Though I know I'll never ever lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. But in my life, I've loved you more. In my life, I love you more.
How's that? Boy, don't try this in a 747. I went and tried them in an F-100 one time. I thought they were going to make me pay for it. Never even had to pay for the parachute or the bullets, but they made me walk home. I really didn't think that was fair. I mean, after all, I went and broke the other guy's airplane before I broke mine. You'd think that'd be good for a ride home or something, huh? And now the sea cliffs of Molokai. Lauren, they're considered the tallest and the steepest sea cliffs in the world. Over 3,000 feet. You know, it wasn't created by erosion, no. And it wasn't pushed out of the bottom of the ocean by any gigantic tectonic forces either. See, at one time it was a nice gentle slope from up on top way out there. Ended in some sandy beaches. 1,500,000 years ago, a big crack developed down the middle of this island. The entire 1/3 of this island took off to the north. A little perspective, half as much island as you see out here now is over here on this side. It and everything holding it up clear down to the bottom of the ocean took off to the north. That's 10,000 feet down there. Talk about tsunami, huh? Oh, you guys know about tsunami. It's a seismic wave. You know, there's more than one wave in a tsunami. That's a whole series of waves. Now, this series of waves in this one was 600 miles from the front to the rear. The waves half as tall as the sea cliff, and the whole thing moving out at about the speed of sound. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of glad I never had beachfront property back then. It wouldn't work too good at all. Going in the valley here. This valley is called Wailao, bundles of food and water. Here's again an old story for tell you. It's a sad story. It's a mushy story. Oh, you guys know what that means. It's a love story. Took place in this valley, though, centuries ago. Now, these stories are normally told as a chant. I wouldn't tell them as a chant. We're going to be here all day long. So I'm going to do them what I like to call English, yeah. Hey, you guys wondering why it's bumpy? It's a county road. never get our stimulus money yet. Look to the sides as well as the front.